Tonight, in our coverage, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith urges Canada to prepare for U.S. tariffs following her meeting with President-elect Donald Trump. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has urged Canada to prepare for potential U.S. tariffs following her meeting with President-elect Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Smith discussed the U.S.-Canada relationship and emphasized Alberta's role in energy exports. Trump has previously threatened 25% tariffs if Canada and Mexico do not address illegal immigration and drug smuggling. Following the meeting, Smith is warning Canadians to brace for the tariffs, possibly effective January 20th. She is cautioning against retaliatory energy restrictions, citing risks to national unity. Her comments come as Ontario Premier Doug Ford has vowed strong retaliation if necessary. Foreign Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly says everything is on the table. Former Prime Minister Stephen Harper has criticized Trump's claims about trade deficits and Canada's military spending, calling them unfounded. Political analysts say Smith's solo communication strategy with the U.S. raises concerns about its impact on broader Canadian efforts. Smith plans to attend Trump's inauguration next week, aiming to secure Alberta's interests. Reports suggest former Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland is set to announce her Liberal leadership bid this week. Freeland resigned from Justin Trudeau's cabinet last month, criticizing Trudeau's economic policies. Her resignation intensified calls for Trudeau to step down. Trudeau acknowledges her as a valuable political partner, but has declined to comment on their private conversations. Leadership contenders include MPs Jaime Batiste, Chandra Arya, and Frank Baylis, with Mark Carney expected to announce Thursday. Former British Columbia Premier Christy Clark is also considering a bid, while several cabinet ministers are undecided. Candidates have until January 23rd to join the race. The new leader will be announced on March 9th. University of Toronto President Merrick Gertler has announced the formation of the Muslim, Arab, and Palestinian Discrimination Working Group on campus. The group will review university practices and recommend steps to address racism and Islamophobia. The move comes amid rising tensions following Israel's war in Gaza and concerns over hate speech on campus. Students from the Muslim Students Association are demanding quicker action, citing delays in forming the group. They are also raising concerns about Islamophobic incidents at rallies. The group is chaired by law professor Anwar Iman. Students and staff can nominate themselves to participate by January 17th. The administration acknowledges previous shortcomings in tackling such issues and vows to improve campus safety and inclusivity. Canada has announced over $11.8 million in aid for Syria. The country faces a dire humanitarian crisis after 13 years of conflict. Nearly 70% of the population is displaced. The aid will provide essentials like clean water, food, health services, and protection against gender-based violence. International Development Minister Ahmed Hussein says Canada is committed to helping Syria. The funding will be delivered through experienced humanitarian partners. Syria's new administration, led by Ahmed al-Shara, took over after anti-regime forces captured Damascus on December 8th. The capture overthrew Bashar al-Assad, who ruled Syria for decades. Following the fall of Damascus, al-Assad fled to Russia. U.S. President Joe Biden has delivered a powerful final foreign policy speech at the State Department, defending his administration's global impact. He says the world is at an inflection point as the post-Cold War era is over and a new era has begun. He has highlighted that his administration has strengthened alliances, rallied NATO for Ukraine, and rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement. Biden has also defended the controversial U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. Critics remain skeptical, especially over Biden's support for Israel during the Gaza war, where thousands of Palestinians have been killed. Biden says he is optimistic about a United Nations-backed ceasefire proposal. Biden is urging the next administration to avoid isolationist policies and continue fostering alliances. He says climate change is humanity's greatest threat and is calling for global cooperation. China's Hui Muslim imams in Hunan province are undergoing mandatory exams. The exams were launched last month by the Shaoyang Islamic Association. They focus less on Islam and more on Xi Jinping's speeches and policies on religion. Imams from 24 mosques must show understanding of national and provincial religious regulations and financial management rules. The exams are another attempt to tighten state control over religious practices. United Front officials are now directly involved in the process to enforce political compliance. Shaoyang is home to 40,000 Hui Muslims. Pakistan is observing cautiously as the Taliban-led administration in Afghanistan is building closer ties with India. These new ties are reshaping regional dynamics. Taliban sought power in 2021 and appeared as Pakistan's allies. However, recent high-profile meetings between Taliban and Indian officials show India's growing influence in Afghanistan. Recently, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri engaged with Taliban officials, investing over $3 billion in Afghanistan. The two countries are discussing trade via Iran's Chabahar port, bypassing Pakistan. This development concerns Islamabad, especially as cross-border violence is rising. Experts say the evolving India-Afghanistan partnership could add another layer of complexity. This is particularly true for Pakistan's Balochistan region, where separatist movements have long been a flashpoint. Experts say Islamabad should strain ties with Kabul, while others say the proximity between India and Afghanistan cannot hurt Pakistan. That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetworktv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV. Salam.